So just really quick, I'm going to have, first of all, a link down below in the description box for you to read this on your own if you want. You're going to notice that as I read the patch notes, the numbers keep changing as if insinuating that it's showing us updates from prior updates. But I don't think it is, because I went directly to farmingsimulator.com and it's showing that this is everything for today. So just in case you're confused, I was confused at first, had to research it. Let's get into it. Bug fixes and changes for 1.3.1.0, fixed visual issues with Fidelity FX Super Resolution, visual issues on Xbox One, Series S with HDR enabled, issue with flickering mirrors on PlayStation, attaching tension belts in multiplayer, shovels not being able to move material on the ground, text input with touch input on Steam Deck, microphone input on Steam Deck, invite issue on Stadia. Now it's the bug fixes and changes from 1.3.0.0. Maybe they're like an accumulation of a bunch of updates? I don't know. Fixed AI issues with articulated steering wheels, animal screen scrolling input on a number of animals, animated map objects for mod maps, beehive honey pallet spawning, an issue where animal sounds were distorted while being close to an animal pen while in the cabin view, bales that randomly appeared within the vehicle shop, crashes that appeared, most recently on older console hardware when loading heavy save games or joining multiplayer games with heavy saves. Start working out, I'm telling you. Damage in owner display and vehicle info HUD, grassland rollers on Erlengrat, input for opening map directly, issues with beacon lights not matching the light reflections, issues with pallet forks falling into the ground, issues with vehicles strapped on the train, license plate after resetting a vehicle, lost wood when factory storage is full, map hotspot graphics for various vehicles, train hotspot display for clients on Elm Creek, Mod Hub download progress display not being updated properly, players being able to open wrapped bales of other farms, pre-placed buildings being deleted when sold, rare crash and visual issues when cutting trees, rare problem with silage silo not opening correctly when uncovered, situations where the game would not save anymore due to not enough memory, steering axles while trailers attached to the front of the tractor, unloading of cotton bales from bale loaders, usage of custom mod pallets in production, usage of vehicle tool cameras, various issues with using custom translation and mod maps, workshop update when vehicles are changed or sold, improved accessibility of some stations by the semi-helper, improved AI loading and unloading of various storage silos and hay barn, improved collision of trees, increased the maximum height for unloading the Hazomat HM8-400 KLC. Map slot count is now calculated correctly, which will further prevent crashes on older hardware when loading into heavy save games. Stone Picker Helper will now stop when it's full. It'll automatically unload while a trailer is nearby. Various improvements of driving or working behavior. New additions, added color configurations for Nardi header trailers, added contract progress notifications, added feature to sell vehicles and tools when loading a save that would be too heavy to load on older console generations otherwise, added license plates for traffic cars on Hot, Baileron, and Erlengrat, added minimum maximum prices over a year in the fluctuations display, added power drive transmission to case IH Magnum 400, added proper ground alignment for the Kuhn GF8712, added support for modders who can now define snap positions for cutters so they snap onto the base game trailers. Give this video a thumbs down and I'll snap that thumb. Added a 3-point linkage option for versatile 4WD. Added wheeled US configuration for the class Lexion 8900. New vehicles and tools. You can pause that and just read really quick the list of new vehicles. Most of you probably won't even know what this means anyways, because I know it doesn't mean anything to me. Patch 1.2.0.2. Fixed the pallet handling with the Manitou MC18-4. Fixed an issue when using tools with variable working width in Norwegian and Portuguese, or an issue when using the charging station in Czech, or an issue when the AI grain tank is almost full in Danish, Norwegian, and Swedish. Or a crash when loading save games with corrupted trees. Trees can still get corrupted when cutting. Patch 1.2.0.1 console only. Fixed a rare issue where suspending the game could lead to either a black screen or an infinite saving situation on Xbox. Go figure. I'm just kidding. Calm down. Or an issue where downloading a lot of mods would cause the game to crash when changing users, or saving and quitting save games on Xbox again. Don't be a quitter. Or an issue where handling lots of pallets in MP could crash clients on older console generations on PlayStation. Patch 1.2.0.0, bug fixes and changes adjusted to contract vehicles accordingly as some had wrong tools for the job at hand. Adjusted prices for used vehicles. Adjusted repair costs, adjusted ridge markers on cedars to not dig up stones anymore, changed display of day numbers, changed the price fluctuation display so it shows actual history of prices for the last 12 months. Fixed an issue where AI workers were unable to use and turn plows correctly, or an issue where leased machinery for a contract would disappear once accepted, or an issue where picking up objects as a client in multiplayer could crash the game, or an issue where playing with a custom season length could cause issues in weather forecasts, or indefinite rain/snow. So basically what it's like in Canada right now. Or an issue where shadows would cause some visual issues on PS4, or an issue where some contracts were unable to be finished, or an issue where the AI worker would continuously get paid even though the game was paused. I wish that happened to me in real life. Or an issue where the game wouldn't start on certain Intel GPUs, or an issue where using the DLSS could result in some ghosting artifacts, or an issue where using the DLSS on supported cards could lead to a black screen, or an issue where using the big bag lifter tool could cause the game to freeze or crash, or an issue where the vehicles would get duplicated when reset, or an issue with animals running around the place when they shouldn't be, or an issue where the map filter overlays displaying the needs plowing and needs lime status incorrectly, or income of placeables to be consistent per year now shown as income per month. That's been fixed, as well as issues with emptying of bunker silos, or issues with loan interest rates over a whole year. Fixed manure heap and manure heap extensions, they are now working as expected. Fixed reset of collectibles after they've been collected, as well as the roast cell mash nova pipe unloading effect. Seed usage when directing sowing grass, sell point prices, and price fluctuations. Switched fields and field numbers on Elm Creek map. These are all fixes, as well as the rear paddle buttons on the Logitech G920 not being properly bound on Xbox. Or fixed a tree growth to be the same independent of the length of the month. Fixed various issues with manual shifted tractors, improved combine headers on sloping terrain, improved cotton bale loading, improved driving behavior on multi-axle trucks, improved pallet handling and performance, reduced AI worker costs all around, fixed the RQSIN, multi-pack D14 bale unload. I wish they would improve the performance of the handling of vehicles on console, because we don't have the dead zone adjustment like we have on PC. New additions added the ability to enlarge mod hub screenshots when viewing the mod details, added the ability to remove buildings on all farms of the Elm Creek map, added AI support for reverse driving tractors Vario 900 and Development 8750, added mobile home placeable, added old barn placeable, added option for free placement of placeables, added option for higher fuel usage, added option to place vines and olives with parallel snapping. Well, with today's fuel prices, I don't know why you'd want to do that. Added yield potential and weed removing tool recommendation to the field info. License plate on Erlen Grat now fully customizable. New vehicles and tools. Again, I'm just going to not read that. I'm just being honest right now. So go ahead, pause this right now. Read what they added. That looks good. Okay, let's move on to the last little part of that list. Looks good. Good stuff. I can't pronounce half the shit. Anyways, I don't know if that's a name or an acronym, for crying out loud. I'm not going to pretend like I know what I'm talking about here. I'm just reporting the news. Known issues. So these have not been fixed. Foliage in the distance can flicker in weird colors on certain hardware setups. Give this video a thumbs down and I'll backhand you upside the face. You will be seeing flickers of weird colors. Random crashes when hiring AI worker. Random cut down trees exploding visually in bizarre graphical glitches. I want to see that. Random issue where pressing the A button on Xbox will not enter the vehicle shop. Rare issue where game cannot be saved on Xbox. Contract bonus yield is too high. Enjoy it while it lasts. Random graphical artifacts can appear in the vehicle shop or when it's snowing. Vehicle mirrors sometimes flicker on the PS5. And that's it. So there you have it. As always, if you liked the video, thumbs up. It greatly helps support the channel with the algorithm. You didn't like it. We already know what's going to happen, but give it a thumbs down. I'll just bend it in half, break it off in your ass. And if you want to subscribe to the channel, after all these wonderful things I said could happen to you, obviously, that would be great. But if not, whatever. Thanks for stopping by anyways. Take care. maybe I'll see some of you in the next video. Bye for now.